So, the guy in team, as you probably saw up there in the thumbnail, what? Unless I put it somewhere else this time, I haven't really done the thumbnails yet, so we'll see. Anyway, the guy in team then is the rest of Toa Good Guy's teammates. So, starting off then with Kapann, the Toa Nalduk of water. She wears a Kanohi Cow that was reforged after being damaged. In the same instant where she lost her hand and one of her feet. Just for the record, I have no plans to do instructions for anyone that's covering this series, just because, there are always variations on the good guy build. You can probably figure it out for yourself. So, what's she like then? Kapann has a reputation for being extremely reliable. Before the fall of the Makuta, she was responsible for training a number of Toa that later went on to become part of Hagar teams, including one of Pterodax's numerous Hagar. I'll not specify which one, because I haven't figured out that part of her backstory yet. Anyway, she was one of... she was leader of the team, the Toa Nalduk, in the form they took when they tried to repel a particularly powerful Skapti and ended up basically burning a lot of his skin off, but not actually killing the guy. He had a reputation for being something of a bad guy, from what I gather. Anyway. She considers that to be her greatest failure, and honestly believed that her entire team had been slain. Ultimately, most of the team believed that the entire team had been slain. So, it all worked out okay-ish in the end. However, for her part, she fled the island of Distal, where she was based, and ended up basically, getting a new foot, for one thing, forged from her original Toa tool. Same goes for the cutlass and the hook. She originally carried a spear. It turns out there's enough material to make a few things on one of those. Anyway, her mask was damaged in combat, and she also lost an eye, hence the eye patch. Don't be fooled by the orange that you can actually see surprisingly well shining through there. It comes up better than I thought. Anyway, she lost that eye in the same explosion that took my bad guy revamped skin clean off. Anyway, after that, she was sort of a free agent for a while. Lone Toa type thing. Came across a slightly weird island, and the Turaga there named Akimu forged her a new mask, or rather reforged her existing mask, which, as you can see, is the adaptive version of the Cow Nuva, but I swapped out the fins for some lights. Let's just put that back on. So, backstory. So, IRL backstory for her. I liked the Toa Good Guy build enough that I wanted to do another. I basically wanted to do more of them, and had the idea for, what if Pirate Toa? Because we have Toa of Water with an eye patch. Who else's weapon has eye patches? Pirates. So, from there it became hook hand, peg leg with the anchor, armed with a proto-steel cutlass. The whole shebang. And so let's bring in the rest of Kapann's team so far, which is just her and Good Guy for the time being. And I really like how these two look together. Let's just show that beautiful face. Anyway. Size comparison then. Here she is with my slightly grotty phone case. I should probably clean this somehow at some point. So she is about 1 and a bit phone cases tall. Anyway, this has been The Guy in Team. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week, where things get a little more metal.